Welcome to this explainer. Today we are unpacking a technology that is quietly, almost secretly, revolutionizing a multi-billion-dollar global industry. I want you to think of it as the core operating system for the modern property and casualty insurance world. We're talking about Guidewire PolicyCenter. If you are looking for a highly durable, really well-paying tech career, you are in exactly the right place today. Let's get right into it.
Here is our quick roadmap. We're going to cover the Guidewire revolution, how PolicyCenter actually works under the hood, the implementation lifecycle, the key roles, the massive career potential, and finally, the future of the platform. Stick with me through the technical architecture bits because I promise you, they lead straight to some absolutely incredible salary and career opportunities waiting for you right now in India's major tech hubs.
Section 1. The Guidewire Revolution. Okay, let's dive into this monumental shift. Global insurers right now are in an absolute race to replace their fragmented, clunky legacy systems, and Guidewire is right at the center of the action.
To really understand why this is such a huge deal, we have to ask a simple question. What is the best-kept secret in IT careers today? Well, it's the unprecedented global demand for professionals who can implement this very specific technology. The supply of talent simply cannot keep up with the demand right now. It's wild.
So what is it exactly? Guidewire PolicyCenter is essentially the industry-leading policy administration platform. It's a core module inside the broader Guidewire Insurance suite. It handles the whole shebang, the complete policy lifecycle, everything from capturing a brand new submission and generating a quote, all the way to issuing the policy, handling midterm changes, and processing renewals. Right now, it's being used by over 570 massive enterprise insurers across 43 countries to just obliterate their technical debt and drive pure digital transformation.
Section 2. How PolicyCenter works. To really grasp why these skills are so insanely valuable, we need to look under the hood.
And this brilliantly illustrates the foundation. PolicyCenter separates its operations super cleanly across 5 architectural layers. First up, the presentation layer uses XML-based files called PCFs. These render dynamic user interfaces, so you don't even have to modify core Java code. Second is business logic, relying on a specialized programming language called Gosu. Third, the data layer abstracts the database using a proprietary entity model and ORM framework. Fourth, the integration layer uses REST APIs, SOAP, and event-driven messaging to actually talk to the outside world. And finally, the security layer handles role-based access control, making sure underwriters and agents only see exactly what they're supposed to see.
You know, what's really fascinating is how PolicyCenter mixes the proprietary with the standard. At its absolute core is Gosu. That's Guidewire's proprietary statically typed language that runs right on the JVM to handle all those specific insurance workflows. But it pairs that proprietary core with totally standard industry middleware like REST, Kafka, and MuleSoft. Because Gosu integrates so beautifully with Java, any developer with a solid Java background is going to adapt to this environment incredibly fast.
Section 3. The implementation lifecycle. Let's move to and see how this builds out, because deploying an enterprise system like this is a massive operational undertaking.
So a typical implementation journey for a mid-size insurer takes roughly 15 months. You kick things off with discovery and requirement gathering in month 1. By month 3, you are deep into solution design. Now, the real heavy lifting, configuration and integration, that takes up the bulk of the year, leading to user acceptance testing around month 12. Finally, deployment and go-live hit around month 15 to 18. And here's a massive update. With carriers increasingly moving to cloud hosting with the Guidewire Cloud Platform, this whole timeline is getting dramatically streamlined.
Section 4. Key roles and skills. Okay, with all that work to be done, where exactly do you fit into the puzzle? Let's break it down. Inside an implementation team, there are basically 3 main lanes you can choose. If you're a PolicyCenter developer, your entire world is configuration. You're building the product model, coding Gosu rules, and setting up those PCF screens. If you step into the integration developer role, your focus shifts outward to things like APIs, Kafka, and MuleSoft, literally connecting PolicyCenter to external systems. And sitting at the very top, the solution architect oversees the entire enterprise design and cloud strategy. That means they need absolute mastery of both the technical execution and those broad architecture frameworks.
Section 5. A lucrative career path. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how all this technical expertise translates into real-world earning potential in India.
65 lakhs per annum. Let that sink in. That is the top-end base salary for an experienced Guidewire architect right now. It's absolutely huge.
And the compensation scales incredibly fast, right? Freshers start out really strong at around 7 LPA. With just 3 to 5 years under your belt, mid-level developers jump all the way to 18 LPA. By the time you hit senior level, you're looking at 35 LPA. And architects, as we saw, hit that staggering 65 LPA mark. Oh, and here's a massive bonus fact for you. Professionals who go out and secure Guidewire Cloud certifications often command a 20 to 30% premium straight on top of these numbers.
So you're probably wondering, why is the market paying out so much? Honestly, it's just basic economics. These high salaries are protected by a super limited talent pool. The demand is totally global. You're servicing top-tier carriers over in the US and Europe, but the delivery is local, happening right out of hubs like Hyderabad and Bangalore. Plus, there's this massive once-in-a-decade wave of companies migrating to the Guidewire Cloud. And maybe most importantly, this is all happening in the insurance sector, which is incredibly recession-resistant. Make no mistake, this isn't some fleeting tech fad. This is a durable, long-term specialization.
Section 6. The future of Guidewire. Let's pivot slightly and look at the macro trends driving the next decade of this software.
The future here is so exciting. The Guidewire Cloud platform is absolutely taking over the landscape, which means skills in containerized infrastructure like Docker and Kubernetes are becoming non-negotiable. We're also seeing heavy integration of AI and predictive analytics built directly into the underwriting processes. Modern implementations demand API-first, microservices designs, and yep, even generative AI is being brought in right now to augment document workflows and claim triage. If you can master these integrations, you become literally indispensable.
So the crucial point is, how do you actually get there? Well, here is your highly actionable roadmap. Step 1. You have to learn the fundamentals of property and casualty insurance. You just can't build what you don't understand. Step 2. Get hands-on. Master PolicyCenter configuration, specifically that Gosu language we talked about. Step 3. Learn REST APIs and get a firm grasp on the Guidewire Cloud architecture. And Step 4. Gain real-time project experience, because applying these skills out in the wild is your ultimate differentiator.
To wrap up, I want to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful thought from our source material today. The professionals who put in the work to build these highly specialized skills right now, they are exactly the people who will be architecting the global insurance platforms of tomorrow. The opportunity here is massive, the compensation is clearly top tier, and the demand is waiting for you. So the only question left is, are you ready to answer the call? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this provides